One of the most popular and famous road trips in the world is the Route 66 road trip. People travel from all over the globe to come and take part in a trip of a lifetime. The route itself used to be 2,448 miles in length, but due to towns being bypassed, it is now 2,278 miles long. If you want to complete the entire route in 14 days, you will drive approximately 163 miles each day. Route 66 starts in Chicago and travels all the way through the middle of America. It ends in Los Angeles, right at Santa Monica Pier. It was hugely popular in the 1940s and 1950s as the gateway to get through the country. But it was actually removed from the highway system in 1985. But that didn't stop people traveling from all over the globe to come and drive the awesome route. It only took a few years to become a road trip that everyone wanted to do again. One of the states on Route 66 is Oklahoma. Route 66 runs for almost 400 miles through Oklahoma, and there are lots of interesting places to stop off at. There are many museums, attractions, and lots of stores and shops along the way. Texas is one of the shortest stretches of Route 66, as it passes across the north corner of the state. But that doesn't mean there's nothing to see. And being Texas, there's plenty of steak places to stop off at and get a huge 72-ounce steak. In Amarillo, the Big Texan Steak Ranch is a must-see if you're into eating steaks. Cadillac Ranch, which is just off the main route, is very popular with people who take the road trip. When you hit New Mexico, you have a choice to make, as there are two different ways to go. Because Santa Fe was bypassed by the I-40 stretch of highway. One of the first stops in New Mexico is Tucumcari. It is famous for its neon signs and the Blue Swallow Motel. The Central Avenue in Albuquerque has become really popular with people who love chili dogs. The Dog House is one of the busiest places to get them. You may have to wait in line, but it's well worth it. As soon as you hit Arizona, you'll be greeted by the TP Trading Post, which is set by beautifully scenic painted cliffs. There are also lots of other trading posts along the route. Some are still open, whereas many have been abandoned. The Petrified Forest National Park is just off the highway and is well worth a visit. If you want to see something more unique, then you can stop off at Holbrook, which has a wigwam village. If you want to pick up some souvenirs, then head to Jack Rabbit Trading Post, which has lots of things to choose from. There are so many popular places to stop off at along the way. It's important that you don't miss any of them by mistake. You'll notice that many places will have large iconic dinosaurs or spacemen, which were used to get the attention of passing motorists. Many diners and motels used to have them right outside. One of the must-see places along Route 66 is Cadillac Ranch. The ranch used to be located on the main route itself, but has since been moved. You can now find it just south of the I-40. It is famous because it has 10 Cadillac cars which are half buried in a field. You can visit them and spray paint your name or anything else on them. It's one of those places where you have to see it to believe it. Located in Catoosa, Oklahoma, is the Blue Whale. Built in the 1970s, it is a curious structure set in a pond. Hugh Davis created it as a gift to his wife. In St. Louis, Missouri, you will find the Gateway Arch. It's the tallest arch in the world, so you won't miss it when driving south from Chicago. It's a popular spot and a real must-see. It was created to symbolize the westward expansion in the U.S. When you reach the pier in Santa Monica, then you have reached the end of Route 66. It is officially the last spot on the journey. There's lots to do on the pier, along with getting your photo taken by the famous end of the trail sign. It's open every day of the year, and with restaurants, entertainment, and lots to do. Route 66 starts in Chicago and ends in California. There are plenty of scenic areas and towns to visit along the way. It's a long road, and you're going to need plenty of rest stops. When it comes to planning your Route 66 road trip, it's important that you plan enough time to visit all the attractions along the way. The trip is not one to be done quickly, as you'll miss important places and may not get to see them again. So it's crucial that you research all the places you want to visit. Then you can put them in order along the route so that you know where the next one is along the way. By doing this, you'll make sure you don't miss any of them and can look forward to the next one. Give yourself enough time so that you can enjoy stopping in the various places and taking in the history as you pass through. There really is so much to see and do, so take your time and make it a trip to remember. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel below and visit our website at www.roadtriptribe.com. A hyperlink is in the comments below. That concludes this Route 66 road trip guide. We hope it helps and that you have a fantastic trip.